call it an easy hike weekend. So we're just chilling. There isn't any rain forecasted. Got some rain clouds moving in. Hopefully not 20-mile day. We're gonna go for 20. So it should be a good, easy camp night. Guy throwing up in the tent next to me all night. Good morning, everybody. We are at the resupply access point at Copper Mountain for segment 8 of the Colorado Trail. So if you're taking the shuttle over from Breck, or as I did, I stayed in Frisco, you're gonna go to the last stop on the summit stage and head towards the American Flyer ski lift, and that will take you to this sort of ski access point that will get you a middle access, about a 1.5 mile access point in from the start of segment 8. So today and tomorrow, we are gonna go a total of 25 miles, 4,117 feet of elevation gain, hiking to the peak, which is Elk Ridge at 12,282 feet. We will go over 2 passes today, Searle Pass and Kokomo Pass. Got a little bit late start this morning just because I had to wait on the bus, but hopefully we can hit those both before noon. There isn't any rain, or 2 to 3% rain forecasted for today. So we were blessed today with some beautiful weather. High of 65 today. So it should be definitely great hiking weather. I'm not trusting really that 2 to 3% just because it rains usually every afternoon, but hopefully it'll hold out, and we'll camp about 15 miles in today and just call it an easy hike weekend. And I say easy as in hopefully not 20-mile days and hopefully no rain for today. Anyways, we've got a lot of hiking to do, not a lot of time. Let's get this hike started. Here we go.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the lights surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside, and you've got nothing to hide. To reach the top you've gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, just gotta keep on moving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test, and then you gotta climb higher. Climb higher. Let the fire burn brighter. Be stronger. Go longer. Climb
All right, we are about 3.2 miles into our hike today, about 4.5 miles into the segment, just crossed over Gullar Creek, which is the first time you're able to camp past Copper. So there's no camping between Highway 91 and Copper and this Gullar Creek. So it's been a really good hike so far. The incline is slow and steady. It reminds me a lot of segment 3 where it's a little bit rolling, so nothing to be intimidated as you leading to the segment, especially if you're coming over from segment 7 and you're pretty tired. This one is kind of a good intro. But weather is still holding up, not a cloud in the sky yet, and we are making our way to the top. We still have about 2,000 feet of elevation to go and about 4.5 more miles. So 4-ish miles into the hike, you'll actually be walking along Jacques Creek, and then about 5.7 miles into the segment, you'll come across Jacques Peak, which is about 13,000 feet in elevation gain, so a really good view of Jacques Peak. All right, we are about 5.9 miles into our hike today and 11,300 feet. So just under 1,000 more feet of elevation, but I think it's only 900 more to Searle Pass. So we've got about mile and a half when we get there. We just stopped for a snack and little water break because we're still underneath tree line. So I wanted to hit that up before we're fully exposed as the sun starts coming up. But weather holding out on us so far. So feeling good. Remy's looking good. And we're headed our way.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly high.
So we are going to be going up the trail this way and making our way through Searle Pass right there.
Reach for Mars, you know you could. Yeah, and times are changing everywhere. Do we dream and do we dare? It's up to you. The door is open wide. Feel the rhythm of today. Learn the part and join the play. The world is here. Let's take it for a ride. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars.
All right, we just crossed over Searle Pass. There are some clouds moving in, nothing too ominous at this point in time. A little bit of snowpack left, but definitely manageable, pretty easy. Remy also decided to take his celebratory 4th of July big poop right at the top of the pass. So we did have to stop for that one, but so far so good. I feel like I haven't even hiked 7.5 miles so far. Body's feeling good, and we've got about 3 more miles until Kokomo Pass. Anyways, hike on.
You could.
All right, so we've hit our high point on Elk Ridge, which is 12,282 feet. And now we'll make our descent to go over Kokomo Pass. We've got some rain clouds moving in. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, but I kind of had to stop goofing around and taking pictures, and I was gonna do some awesome peak finding and stuff over here, but I wanna get over this pass and head towards tree line just in case thunderstorms start rolling in for the afternoon. Plus, my tummy's grumbling a little bit and I'm a little hungry, so we're gonna make our descent. Maybe there'll be some other good things to see on the way down I can point out.
And I spread my wings. My head's in the clouds with my feet on the ground. My aim held high and I'm moving on. My time is now to make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be, to find all the strength inside. Baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all.
So Remy and I are just on the other side of Kokomo Pass, and we found a really good lunch spot. There's this creek, and then we're underneath sort of a tall pine, and it's kind of flat, which you don't get a lot over here, so we're just chilling. I am having just typical tuna in a pouch, but it's this lemon and dill one. I added some mayo, but it's actually really good. Kind of changes up the tuna for lunch. If you guys have tuna for lunch, just the different types of flavors, and my cold brew in my Sea to Summit mug that has the scroll lid, but I brought the big one this time, so made myself a double for today. But we're about, I don't know, 10-ish miles in, 6 more miles to go, so it should be a good, easy camp night. My pants and shoes are a little muddy, so I might try cleaning those off tonight. We're still feeling good in 6 miles. I might see if we can hike a little bit further and where the other available campsites are. I'm just doing a last minute weather check just to make sure I don't have to set up camp earlier versus later. But anyways, we're just gonna enjoy a nice, probably longer break, not too long, because we're feeling pretty good. So anyways, hiking on.
When I leave the ground, you can watch me spread my wings and fly away. To make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be. To find all the strength inside, baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all I need to find the best of me. Oh, isn't it time I open my mind and just believe? Just believe.
Okay guys, we just hit 15 miles. We're feeling good, so we're feeling good at 15. We're gonna go for 20. Here we go. Okay, so we finally made it to camp. That last mile was killer, getting tired, and it's actually all uphill, but we're at the Finnegan's Creek area, and there's actually quite a few campsites here, and if you like walk back in the woods a little bit, there'll be a little bit more, but it was only 6 p.m. when we got here, so plenty of time to set up camp. Not raining, surprisingly. This is like the one dry night I've heard in the last 3 nights from people. So nice for that, but a lot of mosquitoes. So we're kind of hanging out in the tent here and just gonna have a nice relaxing evening. One of the things I forgot to mention is that for segments 8 through Collegiate West 2, I am going to try and go stoveless and see how that works out. So no hot coffee in the morning. We'll see if I can do that, but brought plenty of the cold brew and hopefully that will hold me off, but we're trying that out and seeing how it's gonna work. And I don't necessarily save weight because the food is a lot denser, but I will save the volume in my pack, which just makes it easier overall. Anyways, we're gonna get everything charged up and stretch it out and probably just read, have a relaxing night, and we're only 5 miles from the trailhead, so don't have to get up too early, and meet our shadow ride tomorrow afternoon. Good morning, everybody. We are just headed back to the Tennessee Pass trailhead. We've got just under 4 miles to go, so this should be hopefully a fairly easy walk this morning. We slept in until 6 a.m. Got out of camp. Didn't get a very good night's sleep. There was a guy throwing up in the tent next to me all night. I was gonna offer him a ride when we got here, but they kind of packed up camp and headed out. So maybe we'll see them. Maybe we won't. But anyways, should be a beautiful day. Just 7% chance of rain in the afternoon. Highs in the 70s. And it should be a good 4th of July Sunday. Anyways, here we go. So we are just about to the Tennessee Pass trailhead, and that's another 25 miles off of our 500 miles of fun in 2021. But first, it's the Colorado Trail Disco Dance Party. And now, we dance.
Someone's playing disco music, and now I feel I wanna dance.